lag. What the fuck? Okay, so hey there, it's me Ironmans, and today, after a really long while, I am here again recording some audio in which I'm gonna talk in English. So basically, it is like a podcast which I used to do last year. I still remember it was the time of lockdown when I had few resolutions in my mind, like getting into IIT Roorkee because it was my dream college. But I have said that any IIT would be fine, and now I am in IIT Bombay. I cannot say how happy I am right now saying this thing because dreams do come true, and I agree to that fact because there were two resolutions which I have said at that time which are now true. Other resolutions which I have said at the time can be true, and they are very possible of being true in the near future. At that time also I have said that it is very probable of being true in the near future. I don't know how exactly the way could be because no, you cannot be 100% probabilistic. Like you cannot anytime be 100% sure that this thing is gonna happen and in this way it is gonna happen. Like I have said that I'll be in IIT, any IIT. I am in IIT Bombay. The clear reason is due to reservation, but I am in. The matter of fact is I am in. So yep, I am in. Now other thing is having an iPad. Okay, it was like a dream for me to have an iPad because I always wanted to study from an iPad, to write notes on it and to study books from it because yep, who wants to carry all those books when you can have something which is not bad for your eyes and not bad in any sense for you and can be a lot productive, can help improving your productivity. So yep, now I also have an iPad. Although the thing which I have said was that I'm gonna save money for it, and in first year or second year, somehow by investing the money, by doing anything, I don't know whatever I have thought at that time, but I'll purchase an iPad worth of 30k. Okay, now I have an iPad that is worth of 30k, with an Apple Pencil which is worth of 8k. So overall it's 38k, and I'm pretty happy because being in IIT, although I am virtually in IIT right now because we cannot go there physically, and having an iPad. Those were the two resolutions or dreams you want to say of 2020, which I have said with myself. Few promises you can say I have fulfilled them. So yep, dreams do come true. Now the other things which I always had in my mind was like I always wanted to sing well. Some people say that I sing well, although not to the level of being called as a singer, but yep, my voice is definitely not annoying, and it's definitely not like that. If I started singing somewhere, then people will start throwing tomatoes in my face. It's definitely not like that. That is what people say. I don't know because to me, my voice seems to be really nice. The other thing which was in there in my resolution was to be a proper English speaker by the end of 2020. Now it's 2020 got over. Now it's 2021. The first month of 2021 is about to get over because we are currently in the end part of January. It's 26th of January. I'm still not a proper English speaker. I know how to speak English, but I really get conscious whenever I'm speaking to someone else. Now, right now, I'm speaking with myself, so I am fine. As soon as I'll start to talk with someone, even in the chat, I'll get conscious. But in chat, you can manipulate your sentences, you can delete it, you can rewrite it. So these are the few points of benefits which you get in chats. But in real life conversation, this is not the case. So at that time, I start to fumble a lot, I start to stammer a lot. All these things start to happen with me, and I definitely don't like it. So I haven't achieved that as of now, being a proper English speaker, but I really hope so that in near future I can attain it because it's not quite a difficult thing. Because you know no, that my vocabulary is not that great, but in like general talking with someone, you don't need an exceptionally well vocabulary. My pronunciation is not that well, but my expressions are like adequately sufficient that anyone can understand my words. So the only thing which I need is confidence, and I can gain that if I start talking with someone. Now, newer words, newer way of expressing your feelings, emotions can be learned after practicing. So the only thing which I can do is practice. Now, practice is not something which I can do talking with myself or watching any like English series, movies, anything like that. There should be some real practice, some practical knowledge which can only be attained if I talk with someone in real, for real. Okay, so let's end it over here. These were like my the few resolutions which I had in 2020. I got a few achieved, but I have missed in a lot. In 2021, if I'm gonna say about my resolutions, then the resolution which was unfinished in 2020 is gonna continue over in 2021, which was to be a proper English speaker by the end of this year again, and then to be able to write with my left hand, or if not that, then to find a different thing in me. Okay, I always wanted to be a video creator. Now I am lagging a lot behind, so I don't know if that could be a case, but yep, let's try for it. Making a girlfriend could be one point. I don't know how far I can go in that, because you know, like, I don't have any experience from the past, and I don't think so that it seems to be possible in the near future as well, any soon, because to all the girls, I don't like every one of them. The one whom I like, she doesn't like me. The one who likes me, I don't like her. I don't even know if anyone like me, because no one has ever said that they like me. I am just making it with my own, that the one who likes me, I don't like her. I don't actually know, because the maximum girls with whom I have ever interacted in my entire life before standard 12th, apart from my sisters, were like five or six, not more than that. Yep. And to, like, female friends whom I know as a person were like two or three in my entire life I ever had till standard 12th. Now after that, I know quite a few girls, not as in person, because you cannot really know anyone in person in an online semester. But yep, I can give their names, and I know them as with their names, with their pictures, and sort of in person also, you can say, because there were a few incidents which I know about them. We have been on calls, although those calls were totally related to academic problems and things related to that. But then also, you can say that I know them like a general classmate. Yep. It's definitely not that we are strangers, complete strangers. Yep. So let's end it over here. They were my few resolutions of this year as well. I'm gonna map it in the next year again, in the month of January, most probably, where I'm gonna see what all are the things which I have achieved, which I am able to achieve, and if there anything more which I have achieved, then also I'm gonna say which I haven't said. Okay, so let's say talk about something else as well. Something which I have never expected to happen with me, but that has happened with me in the year 2020. So let's try to recall what was that. In the month of January, I gave JEE Mains, the biggest event of January 2020. It was pretty well. I was pretty disappointed after writing it, because it was one of the exam for what I have practiced, like I have studied for 2 years, but then also I wasn't able to perform my 100%. So I was sad. It went well after the results, because it was like 93 percentile. And then we had practicals, which was fine. I was having fun in school, means doing the practicals. I was talking with my friends, and yep, that was the time when I was pretty close with the friends of my school, really. And then February came. Oh man, yep. February, that was a pretty social month for me, because of one particular event which happened with me, which was farewell. Farewell party was great, because that was class 12th. We went to a restaurant. We were like 15-20 peeps, boys generally, almost all the boys of my class. And yep, that was like my first ever group interaction meet. I'm not that of a social person, but I ever wanted to go to some meet or some party where there is a bunch of people. So that was like the first for me. I was very happy. I uploaded bunch of pictures on Instagram with that. And then in March, March was pretty depression depressed month for me because I was unhappy with myself. I was unhappy with my performance. I was really sad before writing the examination. After writing the examination, I was like, the exam went fine. And then April, it was lockdown. It was lockdown till September, August actually. What are the things which I have done in lockdown? I definitely didn't went outside to do anything. Yep, I started a podcast channel. I tried to make some content for my YouTube. I tried to study some things related to relativity and physics, but I was unable. So there were a few things which I always used to say to myself, like, Mike, complete whatever you start, because I know what sort of person I am. I am a pro type of procrastinator. I postpone a lot of stuffs. I watched a bunch of like vlogs, video vlogs. You cannot call them a vlogs because they were like films, short films, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, which were like awesome. So I had some of my few moments, very good moments watching those videos because whatever which was happening over there, I wanted to live that. So yep, I desired all of these things. I had my resolutions. I used to listen to too many songs. I used to try to sing. Half of my time went on singing, trying to sing and trying to dance. Because yep, I really like doing these things. I have explained a few things like there are things in which you are good at and there are things which you love. So singing, dancing, all these things are like my love. I am definitely not good at these. So doing anything which is not gonna help you in the future is like wasting of time if it's not a recreational activity. So taking singing and dancing as a recreational activity, then it's very good for you. But if you are doing it at the cost of your major priority, then you are wasting a lot of things, which I am doing. Like right now also I'm doing, because right now I should be studying, but I'm making this podcast sort of thing. So it's like a waste of time for me. I don't know it's gonna help me in the future or not, because see, the ways it can help me is I might use this audio clip in the future, in anything. I don't know what the future can be. And the other thing in which it can help me is like I am introspecting myself, my previous year. So it's like analyzing the previous year and how I can make 2021 better than the previous year. What all the things which I can skip. But I'm not that sort of person who learns from mistakes so fast. So I don't think so. It's gonna help me also, because I think I'm gonna commit the mistakes a few more times before learning. The other thing in which this can help me is that it might improve my English. Although I'm just talking with myself and the computer, but then also it might can help my English. Yep, these are the few things in which and this podcast audio recording can help me. And now it's like 13 minutes of video recording. See, I can talk with myself continuously for like half an hour to 1 hour, and there's no doubt in that, whatever language you say. Like basically, I know only two languages, so in Hindi and English. Whatever language you say, I can talk with myself continuously for like half an hour, 1 hour easily. It's not a big deal. Now it's like 14 minutes, soon it will be 15 minutes, and I am not having any problem. Like I don't think so that I'm fumbling, mumbling, or anything a lot. I'm not feeling thirsty. I'm not feeling anything, so I can talk with myself a lot. Okay. I'm a talkative type of guy. Okay, one more thing which I ever wanted to do was to be on stage, to be an extrovert type of a person. See, extrovertism, introvertism are two different things, and I never wanted to be an extrovert person, but extrovertism is one thing which I ever wanted in me. Now, what is that thing? I am an introvert. I like being alone. I like being with a person. I like being in a small group. Yep, that's true. But there should be some day in week in which I can socialize with other, in which I can interact with bunch and bunch of people. So I always wanted to be an ambivert type of a person, like who is antisocial, alone, introspect themselves, stays in a small group with their loved ones for like 5 days in a week. Then there are 2 days of the weekend when he goes out and he like do whatever the fuck he wants. He's like the star in people eyes. He's doing what the life wants him to do, like that sort of thing. So now I am pretty happy because I'm making friends now. But if I fail in the major objective, then making friends is will not matter, because then it will be like I have won, but at what cost? Cost should also be reasonable. You are wanting something, but what are you committed to give towards it? Like when I was in standard 10th, I decided to study for J main, J advanced. There were a few things which was in mind that you definitely have to study a lot for it. What does that lot mean? In general, if you ask a standard 10th guy what does that lot mean, he will say like 8 hours to 10 hours a week, not a week, a day. 8 hours to 10 hours in a day. Some might say like 6 7 hours. For me, going to school, going to coaching, and giving 6 hours a day, I'll not be left with any time. Then my whole life will be just devoted towards one particular thing, and I was actually not very comfortable in giving that much cost for being in IIT. So I was like, initially I was in motivation, so I gave. Really, I gave, but later, it was like more than Now I feel like it went pretty well, because soon you will be used to it, because it wasn't taking the whole out of me. If you wanted something truly from your heart, then go for it. Like I wanted to be, like I said, to have a lot of friends, but I wasn't that type of person who had a lot of friends. So just try to make friends which are like you. So go study, make friends related to study, and then everything will be fine. So yeah, there are always other options present. You just need to take the right decisions in the right time. Not only the right decision matter, not only the right time. The right decision at the right time matters the most. Life is all about choices. Life is all about the decisions we make. Whenever it comes about debates, I generally fail a lot, because why the hell I think that whenever I'm in a call or something like that, people ignore me a lot. I don't have presence that much. Whether in chats also, sometimes I feel like I don't have presence that much. I don't know what the fuck people think about me, and it doesn't even matter to me at all. These things shouldn't matter to you. Now it's like 17 minutes and 30 seconds. I should probably end it over here, because now I'm just wasting my time. It's not gonna help me right now, because yep, if it's a recreational activity, I can definitely do it when I'm tired. Now I am in a position that I can do my work, so doing a recreational activity right now is not a good idea. Okay, so let's end it over here. Thank you.